Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. On the journey today, I'll be making a video about two things, and I'll try to make it short so that you guys can understand and watch. Take your time and watch this video. So the first topic that I wanted to talk about is seeking God with a sincere heart and not putting him through tests or through hoops. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when you pray, when you read the Bible, when you fast, when you do those three things, understand that those things alone don't show God. They don't. It's a part of getting closer to God, who he is, understanding who he is, being able to feel his presence to continue on forth. Those actions are a part of it, but then you have faith. And I've talked about faith quite a bit on this channel, but faith is very, very important. It's the key component to making what you do work. Having faith in God with doing the action that is fasting, that is praying, that is reading your Bible. Having faith will show God. Having faith that, I believe that God will do something. If you notice that the video cut out, well, someone came in right now, but we'll go back to it. So, faith. Have faith that God will do something, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't fit to what is going on right now, or your goals, your dreams, or maybe everything is in chaos. Have faith that he's going to do something, that he will take care of you. And I have said some verses where God or Jesus said, God takes care of the birds. He knows when they fall. He takes care of the grass, of all the living things. He provides. And so how much more are you worth than those sparrows? Something along those lines. Maybe I butchered it, but what I want you to understand is that God will take care of you. You are his child. You are his creation, his perfect, representation of him, of his unique personality, of his unique self. And something to understand that I want to add in here is that everything that you see that is good, that is, right, is an expression of him, is an expression of his personality, of his identity, of his holiness, of his goodness. The earth that we see, the plants, the trees, the air that we breathe, how reality is in its whole, and us ourselves. So understand that, have faith that God will take care of you. God will, give you multiplication and whatever it may be. But understand that faith is dead without works, and works is dead without faith. You must have faith to do the actions that are certain, and that are certain without any proof, without any clear indication that something's going on in the background. And what I mean by that is I have faith. Well, let's say someone that doesn't have faith and they pray, nothing happens, or they wait for such a long time and nothing happens. But if a person has faith and prays, and the same thing happens again, so days upon months upon years pass by, nothing happens, but they still continue to hold on to that faith that God will do something, that God hasn't abandoned them, that there's no divine betrayal. Something will happen. You know, it may not be in your way, but it may be in God's way, because He knows, He understands what time and what to give you. Okay, that's it. The second thing I want to talk to you about is be yourself. And I know it's really cliche, it's really like, oh, be yourself. I've heard that many times, but I think, you know, being yourself is doing the things that you like, is, you know, it's not having fear of being yourself. It's not having fear with what you want to say and do, but it's doing the things that you want to do when there's fear in front of you, when there's fear, you know, in failing, when there's judgment, when there's criticism with what people tell you. It can be your parents, it can be your friends, it can be even yourself. And so you want to build a business, but you have all this fear, you have all this criticism, you have all this this negative insight and, you know, comments, thoughts that people give you and yourself, but you want to do it. Be yourself, be authentic. Do what you want, do what you know you're supposed to do as a person. If you don't know what to do as a person, then again, I made a video about this. Go back to your childhood, your memories. What did you like to do? What are you good at? What are you more lenient towards? Is it art? Is it music? Is it talking to people? Is it being genuine and making people happy, making people feel all right, okay with themselves? Understand that to be yourself is to accept who you are right now, even if you're not perfect, when you're not who you want to be right now. Being yourself when you just don't have everything together. And it may sound like a jump to like those two words, but when you don't have everything together, when you don't have your life together, your thoughts together, your emotions together, like, you're about to crumble, man. Be yourself. Be what you are, and understand that you can change and you will change. When I was back when I was younger, about 7 to 12 years old, I suffered from depression and chronic anxiety. And I was afraid of being myself. And one of the first things that's got me out of it, first thing was God, obviously, but the second thing, or the first few steps, was being myself, accepting who I am, you know, accepting that, you know, I might sound anxious all the time, accepting that I'm not as strong as I want to be, accepting that I'm not as masculine, you know. That might sound cringe or whatever, but you know, going to the ages of 16 and 17 and even 15, I didn't feel like masculine. I didn't feel like I was growing up, you know. But I embraced it. I embraced where I was. I was just me. I didn't hate myself. I began to stop hating myself and who I was, because one thing that kept me going is that when I started working out, ages of 14, I saw progress 2 years forward, and I thought to myself, if I can't do this, then I can choose myself and my whole identity and my whole self. And that kept me going day by day, thought by thought, action by action, word by word, thought by thought. I think I already said that. Emotion by emotion, but something like that. And with God, just be yourself, accept who you are and what you are, and have faith that God will do something in your life, as long as it's aligned in Him, as long as you're not testing Him and being like, oh, God, if you do this and that, then I'll believe you, or if you do this for me, then I'll serve you, or I have more faith in you. My faith will, no, don't do that. That's not right. No, that's like saying God to do a trick or something that He has to do to prove Himself to you. Like, come on, man. Like, you already know He's real. Alright? But yeah, it's something very hard to do, to accept yourself, to just be you and who you are, because you might want to hide yourself away from other people. You might want to hide your quirks and your own, let's say, your own perceptions of like your, dang, what's that word? I forgot, guys. Oh, snap. Your perception of self-worth, that you are less than someone else, or that you're less because of how you act or who you are. Maybe you're awkward, maybe you stutter, maybe you have fear, a lot of fear, or it could be anything that makes you feel less than this other person next to you. Stop comparing yourself and understand that it's the amount of leverage that you have in time and effort and who you are, and how you leverage, how you do it, how you leverage yourself and the things around you and the things that happen to you and the things that you make happen, the things that you make happen. I don't know, I'm like jumbling on my words, but I'm going here and there. But I just hope that you gain something from this video. I've been really busy this whole week. I have no school this whole week, so I'm taking huge advantage of this. I get more time on my hands finally. But thank you for watching this video. I just pray that you guys stay strong, safe. Alright? Stay faithful and pray. I thank you for watching this video. Tomorrow I'll be posting another topic. But just hang in there. Like and subscribe if you do like this video, if you gain something from this video, any kind of insight. It just can be one thing, yeah, thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. Bless.